In this video, join us for an actual adventure as we travel by boat to the Upper Pitt River, where we camp and spend a day biking to the amazing Pitt River hot springs. Slow down and enjoy our atmospheric journey that offers a glimpse into the wild and utterly beautiful British Columbia landscape we call home. Something you might not know about Quentin is that he loves hot springs. The wilder, the better. Over the years, we have slowly been checking BC hot springs off our list. We had the privilege of visiting the Pitt River hot springs 5 years ago, and since then, Quentin has wanted to go back. We had been waiting for 2 weeks for the weather to clear up, and when it cleared, it was still wetter, colder, and stormier than expected. There was fresh snow on the mountains, which was beautiful, but a reminder that it wasn't quite spring. We are also very aware of the impact that jet boats have on this fragile ecosystem, particularly the fish who call this beautiful place home. We only went up the river a short distance to find a sandbar to camp, and no further, because we did not want to harm any parts of this delicate ecosystem. We humbly recognize that this beautiful part of BC is on the unceded territory of the Katzie First Nation, land of moss. Well, we arrived in our destination. It's stormy and rainy, and our weather window is looking like not so much of a weather window. So we're getting our tent set up pretty quick, and hopefully we'll get some of our wood dry enough to burn. So fun times. Stepping into these wild places, much less filming them and sharing them on YouTube, is something we consider a great privilege. We tried our best to leave the beach where we made camp better than how we found it by cleaning up what old garbage was already there. And every place that we went and visited, we kept in mind that as humans, our impact on these beautiful places cannot always be kind, and we should be aware of the ecosystem where we are adventuring. This tall, distant waterfall kept us company throughout our camping. We could hear the distant roar from our camp, constantly mingled with the song of birds and frog calls and the low percussive beat of grouse.
I made wood.
Good job.
All right. You sit there and we'll build a table around you.
So he says that normally he does his pictures.
He does? Hold that. Yep.
Table level.
Pretty rough. She's a fine table. Didn't take you long to move into that table.
More than her last one already.
Pretty sweet.
Pretty relaxed here, I think.
Very nice place.
This is what you do when you have a 110 pump and you're camping. I have a little inverter and the boat battery. Oh, that's in backwards. It's sucking air out of the mattress. Gonna work. Didn't test it before we left, but I assumed it would. There we go.
Quentin's making us pancakes.
Might be more of a loaf of bread, that thing's so thick.
I think it's ready to flip.
How'd the pancakes do?
They're really good.
Nice.
Andrea approves.
Look at that pan-sized pancake. Well, the wood stove cooking has worked out really well.
Here we are tying our boat up on this side of the river, the road side of the river, and over there is our quaint little camp.
How's it going? Didi!
Hot Springs were a 20-kilometer one-way bike ride from our camping place, so 40 kilometers round trip, which is why we decided to camp overnight. It would be too much for a day trip. As it was, we were pretty tired and sore when we got back to camp, even though the 20 kilometers is fairly flat and we had e-bikes. Although my e-bike's battery was getting old and I had to conserve the last 10 kilometers. So there was some actual pedaling that was happening there.
Whoa!
Yeah, it looks like it was very high. Oh, it looks unreal.
So beautiful! So clear.
Just around that corner, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not around the big corner, just that small one.
Yeah. Wow. So deep right here. So gorgeous. This gorge is gorgeous. Quite the scramble to get in here. Sheer drop-offs. Surprised there's not a rope over there. Because you're older.
Slow root system's been. At least this time the river isn't going to flood. And I can see it's nice and clear down there. So if I did fall in the water, I feel like I wouldn't drown. But
It is steep.
it is steep, and the roots are going to be super slippery. We also have our child with us, who is perfectly fine doing these things, but as a mother makes me nervous anyways. So I guess we'll see you at the bottom. So this is why Quentin has had a hard time convincing me to come back to this hot spring, because of this descent. Yep, it's as bad as I remember, Quentin.
Ben's making it. But here it is in all its glory. Nobody's here. Both pools are above the water. This is amazing.
It's hot. Hot to my feet.
Time to break up camp. We got the wood stove out, shoveled all the coals out of it, let it cool down a bit, brought it out, burning the rest of our firewood up.
As you can see, I'm very
Andrea's drinking tea.
great camp.
Another nice day. Not super sunny, but not rainy. What a nice spot we found. We got camp mostly cleaned up, tents all packed up, loading all the bins in the boat, finding a spot for everything. How's the packing crew?
Good. Efficient. Which makes me happy.
Alright, we're all packed up. We're ready to push off. Well, actually, Andrea's untied, floating away right now.
She grabbed me. We are ready. So the river is going to get a bit shallow, so it's going to be a bit of adventure.
Yeah, we'll videotape the, yeah, we will. Videotape the craziness that we got to get through just to get out here. Alright, wish us luck. Here we go, we're ready.
Ben's on drone duty. I'm on this camera, and Quentin is on not
Try not
crashing
to
the
crash.
boat.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to stand in the center here though.
The low river conditions made us a little nervous about heading home. No one was around to pull us out if we got stuck on a shallow spot, but we made it through and back out the lake.
It's not too bad.
Do it again.
Grandpa Peter would be so proud.
Let's do it again. Let's do it again.
No, we're not doing it again. The lake was glassy on the way home, beautiful, peaceful. We did a little sightseeing and enjoyed the beauty of this wild place.
you.